Good afternoon. I'm Kara Kane, the Executive Director for the Fischoff National Chamber Music Association. I'm delighted to welcome you here to our live interview with our gold medalist winners for this year's 47th annual Fischoff competition. This year we have 4 groups we're delighted to share with you. On behalf of our amazing panel of jurors and our entire Fischoff team, I'd like to start by thanking our 48 talented quarterfinalist ensembles. Thank you so much for your musicianship and your dedication to this art of chamber music making. We've been so inspired by this more than 38 hours worth of music over the past 3 days. I'd also like to thank our friends here at ND Studios on the campus of the University of Notre Dame for helping us bring this live stream to you. Well, let's get right to it. Our first group is our Fischoff's Junior Wins First Prize Gold Medal winners. JW2, known to most of you, but to the rest of the world, they're the Quantum Quartet from Hebron High School in Carrollton, Texas. We're so delighted to have them here with us today. Well, what I would love to do is to have you guys introduce yourselves and tell us what instruments you all play. We only know you as the Quantum Quartet.
Hi, so as you guys know, we're the Quantum Quartet. I'm Ekdev Rajgitko, and I'm the soprano saxophone.
I'm Gian. I play the alto saxophone, and I'm going to be a junior in high school.
My name is Austin, and I play the tenor saxophone in the Quantum Quartet.
My name's Peyton Joffrey, and I play bass sax in the quartet.
Well, welcome you guys. And I forgot to mention, where are you guys all calling in from?
We are calling in from Carrollton, Texas.
Okay, you're all at your own homes in Carrollton. Well, thanks. We're so glad to have you here. I know you've been to the Fischoff before, but I would love to know just right now how you guys are feeling. I know that we had our announcements just a little over an hour ago. What's the feeling like in Carrollton right now?
Feeling's great. This is something that our group has been working on for years now, and it's always been an end goal of ours to do really well at this competition, and it's really overwhelming.
So Peyton, you guys were here last year. You won the silver medal. I think you're slightly reconfigured. Do you have a new member this year?
Yes, we added on Gian. We added him in because we had our soprano player, Bruce Moe. He graduated last year. So we added him in, and it just gelled really well.
That's great. So Gian, are you the hip hop dancer? In your guys' notes, I'm pretty sure you mentioned that.
Yes, I am a dancer. I do dance like outside of school and kind of as a side thing. I've been dancing since I was 7, so about a lot of years.
Did you guys think about working that choreography into your performance? I noticed some different moves this year than in prior years.
Well, just recently in March, we went to From the Top in Beverly Hills, and we came up with this idea of at one point in our program where they would put a certain section on loop, and I would put my saxophone down and get the crowd clapping, and then I started dancing. So we did do that. We kind of just came up with that like on the spot, and it was really fun. And then I got right back in, and they supported me while I was out of breath.
So maybe you would have pulled out if there had been a live Fischoff performance this year?
Not likely, because this was more of just kind of a fun showcase to a crowd of a crowd of school students.
Well, maybe I know I haven't heard from Ekdev or Austin yet. Maybe one of you guys could tell us a little bit about what your preparations were like preparing for Fischoff. Obviously, you'd been here before. What were you thinking about this year? And how did you choose your repertoire?
Of course. So Yeah, we started preparing like ever since I think last year's Fischoff. So me, Peyton, and Austin have been together for quite a while now, and so the biggest thing for us was, you know, getting to know Gian more. And I think once we all started to gel together as people, we became just better players. And so together we all selected two pieces. One was Pipes, which is a piece that we found inspiring from the last senior wind division group, Aruna Quartet. And then the other piece is called Memory. And this piece is kind of a flashy, kind of cool dance piece. And we kind of got our inspiration a little bit from the Colere Quartet as well as multiple quartets. So, you know, we wanted to follow in their footsteps.
I have one more thing to add. Memory, we've been trying to play for like 3 or 4 years now. Just me, Active, Peyton, and our last soprano player, Bruce. But every single time we learned it all the way through and never got to perform it. So this year we finally got to perform it at Fischoff.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And it's interesting you said about the Aruna Quartet. I was re-listening to stuff from last year. I was like, wait, that's what they played when they were here last year. And then when they came as part of our gold medal tour, that was one of their signature pieces. But speaking of the Aruna Quartet, I know you guys did a really amazing collaboration that came in my email maybe about a month ago, where you guys collaborated with Quid Nunc and Will Pyle of the Aruna Quartet, who is an alum. Can you guys talk a little bit about what that collaboration was like and how the genesis of that?
Yeah, of course. You know, I think one thing that really came from, you know, this whole COVID situation was, you know, we always wanted to collaborate with this quartet, and they're just really great friends with us. And, you know, our coach and their coach are just, you know, best friends. So the one thing that we found was, now that we had so much time, we got to collaborate a little bit. So the arrangement is a piece by Joel Love. And so we all, within our homes, socially distanced, recorded us playing the piece, and then we fused it together. And it featured Will Pyle and another soloist named Dylan Hong. But it's just amazing to get to collaborate with them, you know, especially our senior year. You know, me, Peyton, and Austin, we've gotten to know them quite a while. So it was just a great collaboration.
Wow. Well, it was really amazing. Sorry, were you going to add something, Austin? Oh, I thought you were reaching for your mic. Well, you know, obviously you guys are socially distanced. And you, before this, were probably spending a lot of time together, practicing, I'm sure several hours a day. How are you guys getting along, not being able to practice? And is there anything you guys are missing, both the good and bad, about not being together?
So what we've been doing during this situation is we've been learning a lot of pieces and then recording them by ourselves and adding them together and trying to keep music going within our group. There's obviously things that I miss, and I'm sure that we all miss, because not only were we a group that rehearsed together and worked hard and really strived, but we also are all best friends and we love to hang out, go eat after rehearsal and stuff. And I miss having that opportunity with them, but having the chance to still play music with them every day, even if it's all separate, is still great. Yeah.
Well, you guys, thanks so much for being here. I want to ask one last question. What's next for your ensemble? It sounds like you've got 3 seniors that are maybe heading in different directions. What's next for the Quantum?
Well, Quantum, I'm pretty sure is ending, but our lesson teacher, Mr. Smith, Mark Smith, he has a piano trio planned for 2 of his other students. And then he's starting up a new quartet of all freshmen that are going to try and work their way up to be really good. So that'll be exciting to see the next few years.
Where are you guys off to? Maybe you'll be forming new quartets?
I know that Peyton is going to, or you want to say, Peyton, where are you going?
I'm heading to Stephen F. Austin State University to study music education.
Great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Well, you guys, thank you so much. We are so pleased that we got to share your music again this year and that you clinched the gold medal. We're going to come back and meet with the other group. We'll bring you back on at the end with our artistic director, Tom Rosenberg. But thanks so much for being here today, guys. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Our next group is Js3 the Phillips Trio from Andover, Massachusetts, from the Phillips Academy. They won this year's Fischoff Junior Strings first prize and gold medal. They are actually dispersed in various locations, so I'm delighted that they were able to get together to be with us here today. They're a piano trio. It's their first visit, actually, to the Fischoff competition. So hopefully we'll see them in future years when they actually get to come to South Bend, Indiana. Fantastic.
Yes.
Hi, I can see you guys. Thank you for waiting so patiently. What I would love is for you guys, as I mentioned, this is our Phillips Trio, our Junior Strings gold medalist group. Would you guys introduce yourselves and let us know where you're calling in from?
Okay, hi, I'm Luke. I play the violin. I'm calling in from Raleigh, North Carolina.
I'm Ariel. I'm calling in from Andover. I play piano.
I'm Evan. I play cello, and I'm calling in from Taipei, Taiwan.
Wow, Evan, what time is it there?
No, it's 4:30.
Oh, in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for I don't know, are you waking up or going to bed?
I stayed up waiting for the results.
Oh my gosh. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations to you three. What I would love is for you guys to tell us how you're feeling right now, besides maybe tired for you, Evan. What's the feeling amongst your trio?
Yeah, so I mean, this has been exciting this whole weekend, right? And I think something that has been, we've all been feeling, right, as kind of the quarantine and everything that's been going on with COVID has been happening, right? All of our plans for the summer have been kind of getting canceled one after the other, right? And so we've all kind of been latching on to this one experience that was still happening virtually in Fischoff. And so we're very happy, very excited that we've been able to follow this the whole weekend, right? Because it's given us something to do, something to look forward to.
Absolutely. Now, how did you three get together? I know you're all at Phillips Academy together, but how did you meet and decide to put together a trio?
We all met our sophomore year at Phillips Academy. So we've been friends since then, but we only formed this trio last summer. We started rehearsing this September because, I mean, we all formed it because we're just really good friends and we wanted to play music together. So it's just really we started for fun.
Great. Now, how did you guys pick your repertoire and decide to do the Fischoff competition this year?
So we formed the trio mostly because we wanted, well, other than we wanting to play music, we wanted to play a recital at our school. So when we picked our repertoire, we always had our like a concert program in mind. And for all chamber music, like Beethoven is a really staple composer. So we knew we wanted to play something by Beethoven. And then also, since we will be performing at school, we decided to choose the Schoenfield Cafe music because it's like a really accessible piece and can include a variety of people, including non-musicians, and we can all enjoy it together.
So what kind of venues have you guys been playing at around the Andover area? Did you get to do your concert?
For the most part, we perform at school, right? The school holds concerts where people from the community can come to the school and watch us play. And so yeah, it's been mainly performing in Andover for the people of Andover and the kids at school.
Now, how did you guys wake up this morning and sort of FaceTime together? What did you do to watch the results?
Yeah, so this whole week we've been, we have a group chat, trio group chat, and so we've been texting, calling each other, and following it as it's been going along. I know when the first day, right, we went through all the videos together. We had a FaceTime going, and so we'd watch and enjoy that together as we would if we had been in person listening to the concerts, right? And today, as the results get rolled out, we're usually like watching them live with each other, as we would have been in person. And so that's been really fun to replace the kind of in-person competition feel. And I mean, it's been equally as exciting to do it online.
Yeah. So Evan, you've just been staying up crazy hours then trying to log in and do group chats with these guys, huh?
I mean, yeah, I mean, like with classes and stuff, it's difficult, but I think it's very exciting to, you know, call each other and just like have experience the competition together this way.
Now, have you guys been able to come up with ways to practice together or still think about how you're collaborating with all of these miles between you?
Yeah, so we are all part of, or kind of part of a class at school where one of our coaches helps us. We record our parts and put them together so we can learn repertoire and kind of rehearse virtually. But we're hoping later in the summer, if things settle down, when they settle down, we'd be able to meet up somehow. We're hoping so we can practice in person and just see each other.
Trio camp.
Trio camp.
Perfect. So what's next for your ensemble? Trio camp?
Trio camp.
we talked to celebrate, right? And because I don't know, something that's been coming up often is how hungry we are. And so I think something we might do is send each other food, like Uber Eats or DoorDash, to each other's houses, just to surprise them as something fun because we can't hang out.
Got it. To celebrate. Did you guys have some ice cream last night? Okay.
Yeah.
What are your favorite flavors? Oh, wait, didn't I see you, Evan, with like a water bottle?
Oh, yeah. I didn't actually have ice cream with me, so I had to improvise.
Perfect. Well, you guys, it's just been a pleasure meeting you guys and getting to hear your music. Thank you so much for being part of the Fischoff competition, and best of luck. Hopefully you guys will have many more tracks to put together in the future. We will bring you guys all back in at the end with Tom. He's going to have a few comments and congratulate you all. So thanks so much to the Phillips Trio.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next group is our Fischoff Senior Wins First Prize Gold Medalist group. It's the group known as W5, or the Colere Quartet. They are based at the University of Iowa in Iowa City. We have John, Elisa, Greg, and Dennis who will be joining us. I know this is actually their third time. So third time is the charm that they've been to the Fischoff. They've been semifinalists with us in prior years. So we're so delighted to have them back and to congratulate them as our Senior Wins gold medalist. So thank you guys. If you can identify yourselves, I think we've got 3 of the 4 of you here, and just introduce us really quickly and let us know where you're calling in from, please.
Hi, I'm John Cummins. I'm the soprano saxophonist of Colere, and I'm calling from Iowa City.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Kanya. I'm the alto saxophonist of Colere, and I'm also calling from Iowa City.
Hi, I'm Greg Reif. I'm the tenor saxophonist in the quartet, and I am also calling in from home in Iowa City.
Hi, I'm Dennis Kwok, and I'm calling in from Hong Kong. I'm the baritone saxophonist of the quartet.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. So it's the middle of the night for you there, isn't it, Dennis? Or early morning, I guess?
Yes, it's 4:30 right now.
Well, thank you for calling in and being part of this. Congratulations. Obviously, that's a testament to your guys' dedication and all the hours that you've spent preparing for this. Well, first of all, I'd love to hear how you guys chose your name of the Colere Quartet. And then maybe you could talk a little bit about, as I mentioned, you've been here before, sort of what your thought process was for coming back this year and choosing your repertoire.
Sure. The name Colere, well, there's a lot of points of contact for us. One is that my parents are Latin teachers and scholars. So the word is from the Latin language. It means to cultivate. And so that's a reference to the Iowa farmland that surrounds us in Iowa City, since we're from the University of Iowa. And the word to cultivate, we think of that as kind of connecting to our mission to cultivate musical life as a chamber group. And yeah, a connection to my family because as classic scholars, that's where the word comes from.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. And now, how did you guys decide your repertoire for this year? You know, you've been here before. You kind of know the ropes at Fischoff. So walk us through that, please.
Yeah, I think like any group, I think the repertoire choice is one of the biggest choices you can make as an ensemble. We've played some of the repertoire we've played before. Some of it we lived for quite a while. Some of it has been new this year to us. Obviously, like everybody, we didn't get to play all of our repertoire for the competition, but the two that we did end up, you know, submitting and were featured in the videos and things. The Holberg Suite has just been a piece that we played before, lived with it for about a year and a half before this competition, and just really fell in love with it. And I think it's important as a group to love the music you're playing, and I think that comes across to audiences as well when they're listening. The other piece was featured in the videos today was several movements of Ciudades by Guillermo Lago, and that's a personal one for us in a couple ways. Again, one we've been playing for a while, even longer than the Holberg. But our alto player Alyssa, she's actually working on her final project for her DMA, and we're doing a recording project featuring Lago's music. Well, she's doing a recording project, excuse me. But the Ciudades will be one of the pieces featured on that album. So that's another one that's close to us. So I think we really tried to, you know, find our group identity and what we like, what we love, what we connect to. And I hope that comes across to audiences when we're playing, that we really truly love the music that we're sharing with everybody. So that's how we sort of always try to select our repertoire.
Yeah. Well, how are you guys feeling today? Did you guys get up? And well, obviously, Dennis, you got up early or stayed up really late in order to watch this. Were you guys all connected together, watching the awards ceremony? How did you absorb this together?
Yeah, I tried to get a nap in before like around like 10, so I can get up and get ready for the result and yeah, chat with everyone. So
were you guys connected somehow, Zoom or somewhere else, or just texting?
We definitely had a chat going, so that once we heard the results, we were the first people that we all talked to about it. So it's very exciting.
Have you guys been getting lots of texts and messages from your friends and family too?
Yes, of course. Very supportive community.
Yes. Oh, that's great. I'm sure you've got a big fan club there. Well, so what has the competition meant to you this year? I mean, I know you guys probably had big plans for the summer, other projects that maybe you had been working on to present in March and April. What does it mean that Fischoff actually got to happen? And yeah, what does that mean to you guys?
Yeah, we were very grateful to everyone at Fischoff who went ahead with this. As you said, all of our performances for the foreseeable future were canceled. So all our momentum was lost. And to be honest, I thought, well, Fischoff's just going to fold up the tent and that's going to be it, you know. And so when we got the news that Fischoff was going ahead, I was incredibly grateful. They have a huge staff of people working very hard to make this all happen. And so yeah, it meant a lot just to know that there are people who care about chamber music, and it's not just the musicians. There's a whole community of people, music lovers, who care a lot about this, and you know, it makes us feel good to know that exists out in the world.
Yeah, and we're delighted to have you guys back in the fall. We hope that everything can happen with the gold medal tour, but that's a fantastic part of the prize, is you guys coming back in the fall to do outreach and concerts and soirees. So we are so delighted. You know, how have you guys been sort of collaborating through not being able to be together? Obviously, you guys have quite a few miles separating you. but I'm sure you're practicing individually, but how have you been staying together, connected as an ensemble?
Yeah, it's been challenging, as everybody's sort of in the same boat, I think. But although we haven't been rehearsing together, for the past several weeks, months, it's been a good opportunity to sort of take some time to plan for when we can get back to normal. We've been doing a lot of planning upcoming projects, talking about new repertoire, concerts and things when we can get back to playing together in person. So for us, it's been a nice change of pace. I mean, we do miss rehearsing together. I do, at least. I hope I don't speak for anybody out of turn. But it's nice to be able to sort of plan, the logistics side of things going forward. So we're excited to getting back to it.
Yeah.
And
so
I would
what's?
add,
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah, sorry. There are personal. It's allowed a lot of flexibility for us all to kind of pursue personal projects too, and not just musical. Greg, I'm just going to go ahead and reveal that Greg his wife recently had a baby, and so he's been, and his wife returned to work as a nurse recently.
Oh my gosh.
He's been with his family helping take care of the kid, and we've all enjoyed, supporting Greg and hearing how things are developing. So it's not all just about the music, we keep in touch as people, just regular people too. So we were all thrilled for Greg. So that's kind of been a nice, positive point that we can all gather around.
Yes,
wow.
young Matthew has watched several of the competition videos.
Oh, congratulations. How little is he?
Excuse me?
How young is he?
He is 3 months old.
Oh
3 and a
my
half.
gosh, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Well, he's had, 38 hours of music to lull him back to sleep, maybe. Oh, or someone you can be awake with watching, watching all of these. Oh, well, congratulations. That's incredible. Well, my last question before I, tuck you guys away until the grand finale is, what's next for you guys? It sounds like you've been planning. Some things probably were postponed. You obviously have this DME project, but what's next for the Colere Quartet?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, we will have the gold medal tour and then some outreach coming up. But we also are planning a Midwest tour. We have a list of schools, including colleges and maybe some high schools that we can go to because we have connections from our alumni and colleagues. So yeah, that's what we are planning right now. Hopefully we can do concerts, maybe some master classes or some maybe even individual lessons with the students. And I think Greg is moving back to Chicago soon. So that might make it things a little bit challenging for us to rehearse or anything, but I think our passion will keep us going.
Fantastic. Well, if you guys can get through this, I'm sure you'll be able to deal with just a few miles. It's not too far from Chicago to Iowa, right? But we are so delighted to have you guys coming here this fall. I really look forward to meeting you in person. And Greg, I hope your wife is safe in what she's, as a nurse. We'll keep her in our thoughts. But thank you guys so much for staying awake and joining us today. We'll bring you guys back out with Tom in a few minutes. So thank you again.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our last ensemble is the Balourdet Quartet. They are our Fischoff Senior Strings First Prize Gold Medal winners. They are based out of Rice University's Shepherd School of Music in Houston, Texas. This is their first trip to, to Fischoff, not South Bend, to the Fischoff competition. So we're delighted to bring them here today. I believe we have 2 locations that they're coming from. There's a group of them that are sort of quarantining together, as well as another violinist who I believe is out in Los Angeles. So I'm so delighted to introduce you guys to Justin, Angela, Benjamin, and Russell. There you guys are. Hi, welcome. I introduced you quickly, but will you just tell us what instruments you're playing, and was I correct in your guys' locations?
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Angela, and I play the violin, and I'm currently in Los Angeles.
Hi, I'm Benjamin Zanoni. I play the viola.
My name's Russell Houston, and I play the cello.
And I'm Justin D. Phillips, and I play violin as well.
Well, congratulations. Thank you so much for being here. How are you guys feeling?
Wow, it's been quite a journey. I mean, these recordings, we made them in January, and, we never expected that, we'd be able to share them with the world, or, we thought that they were going to the jury for sure. But, these were recorded, evenings after some long days of, classes, orchestra, practicing for solo stuff that we had as well. And, we're just really feel thrilled that our hard work in preparation for many months on this repertoire paid off.
Well, I can tell that you guys probably, the three of you, were watching together. Angela, did you loop in with them to watch the award ceremony?
Yeah, we had a Zoom meeting going on, and we watched together, had the YouTube live stream on.
Perfect. Well. What kind of reactions? What happened when you guys heard?
Angela recorded it. It's good blackmail, I think.
Oh no.
We were really excited. There was some celebrating going on, for sure.
Okay, we shouldn't have you reenact it then.
No.
Well, you three obviously decided to quarantine together, right? Social distancing, you decided not to have happen. Does that mean you guys have been practicing all day together, or what happened there?
We've been doing some trio repertoire for fun and live streaming so Angela can watch, and we're trying to plan the rest of our quartet repertoire going forward. But I think we've also taken the time, we spend so much time together when we're together to kind of think about our solo projects a little bit, keep exploring other aspects of our lives that maybe we wouldn't get to during the year.
Nice. And now there's three people you can share like meal prep and that sort of stuff, take turns.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about your group, when you formed, the name, where you came up with the Balourdet Quartet.
Well, we've been together nearly 2 years, and that'll be in the fall, I guess. And
the name, it's a kind of an inside thing for us, but we just think it's a really cool name. Angela, Russell, and I met at the Taos School of Music, which is a great festival in New Mexico. And there was a chef who worked at the hotel where we stayed named Antoine Balourdet. Although we didn't know the Balourdet name, we knew him as Antoine. And Russell actually found his business card when we were looking for a quartet name early on. And we said, that's a beautiful name, and we wanted to give a little bit of a shout out to Taos as well.
Nice. So does that mean whenever you go, he makes you meals now that you've named your quartet after him?
We wish. The food is so good there.
He's a really great French chef. He introduced us to all sorts. He would make us like filet mignon nachos in the middle of the night.
Wow.
It was
That's amazing. Well, tell me a little bit about, as you said, this was something you put together thinking it was only going to be for the eyes of the jury. Maybe you could talk a little bit about your rep and sort of how you envisioned what you might have been doing if you had done a live performance as part of Fischoff. Would you have kept some? Have you evolved since then?
We chose Bartok 4 because I think it's one.
Is your Wi-Fi okay?
Sorry, everything's fine. Sorry about that. Bartok 4 is one of the first repertoires that we learned together, and we believe that it's a good representation of the energy the group has. And we performed it a lot, so we wanted like a solid piece that we knew how to perform. Beethoven was a very new repertoire for us. We started maybe in December and had to record in January. Definitely wanted to celebrate the 2020 Beethoven anniversary. Wanted to build our Beethoven repertoire up. And since 18.1 is first of his collections, we wanted to celebrate that. Yeah, what was the other question?
What might have you played if you were here?
Oh,
live?
yes.
Did you have additions, things that you were, you kind of knew early on, mid-March, that it was going to be all virtual. Well, actually, I take that back. The end of March, that it was going to be virtual, but you guys probably had in the back of your head some ideas of what you would do for the live portion.
Yeah, we definitely wanted to include another 10-minute piece for the live part of it, to show a shorter version of us and a brief, nice piece of music. That didn't really happen, but I think it's okay. We can perform that for you guys somewhere else.
Yeah, we're so delighted that we're going to have you here in the fall, and I'll get to meet you in person. Tell me a little bit about, you know, what got canceled for you guys. What were you supposed to be doing this summer?
Well, we had a number of festivals lined up that we found out basically in the past week that have been postponed to next year. So we can look forward to those. And those include trips to Italy and to California and to Florida. But, you know, after the summer, we'll be moving to Boston, hopefully, if things work out. Together as the group, we're going to be participating. Russell, you want to say?
Yeah, we're going to be joining the professional string quartet program at the New England Conservatory as the resident quartet in that program. So we're very excited about that.
Congratulations. Is that new news, or you've known that for a while?
We've known that for a few months, right before the quarantine.
Yeah, before this all started. We can obviously see that.
Well, congratulations, because my next question was going to be, what's next for your ensemble? Sounds like Boston. Boston or bust, right? That's fantastic. Well, actually, I do have one last question. What have you guys kind of missed? I mean, the three of you are together, so you're finding, I'm sure, new layers. But what have you guys missed about being able to practice together for so many hours a day that you've been apart?
I think definitely I miss rehearsing the most, just spending time and joking around. And definitely the food that we eat way too late at night, but good anyway. Yeah, and it's just, I'm jealous that the three of them are staying together, and we're planning on getting back together as soon as possible to start playing together again, whatever happens in the fall.
Fantastic. Well, thank you guys. Actually, I'm going to keep you guys on. We're going to bring our artistic director, Tom Rosenberg, to join us. It's actually the 40th anniversary of him being artistic director here at the Fischoff competition. He apparently was 10 when he started here. So thank you, Tom. We are so happy to have you. I know you wanted to congratulate all of these phenomenal musicians. So I wanted to just pass it to you. We're going to kind of peel them on as in a little disjointed way. But Tom, you know, thanks so much for your leadership the past 40 years. And I know you wanted to congratulate all these fine musicians.
And anyway, I want to congratulate all of you. I'm very happy for all of you. You know, I'm a chamber musician myself, and in fact, I mentored with the Cleveland Quartet. So you guys in the quartet are in for some wonderful, wonderful stuff, because it's pretty special. In fact, right, I'm pointing, but I have a big poster of the Cleveland Quartet right across from me where I'm sitting. And the group from Andover, I'll show you the Andover Trio. I have a mug from your school because two of my students, former students, went to your school. In fact, they were Fischoff alumni as well. One of them was only 12 when she entered the junior division, and her sister, but they gave me that mug when I'm still angry at them for leaving, but they went to school where you guys go to school. And everyone, though, you know, I know both of the saxophone quartets, you've come back from other times that you've been at the Fischoff, and I have to say that makes me feel really proud of the Fischoff, because, you know, competitions can be not so cool. And the fact that you came back and so many other musicians come back year after year to the Fischoff, because it's hopefully a great experience, and hopefully you can win a prize. But as you know, in the music business, you can play great and not get what you're hoping for, because there's so many other wonderful players. But you all deserve and the trio, are you all? Yeah, everybody's there. You've all done such wonderful work. We're proud to be, I don't know, able to do this for you guys. The senior division groups, both of you guys, if you're lucky, well, I just want to say, take some of this quarantine time and brush up on your Italian, because who knows, maybe we'll be able to award the grand prize and you get to go to Italy. But I do understand the whole thing about everything being canceled. I had all sorts of projects for the summer canceled, and even spring and summer. And when we heard the news that this had to not happen at Notre Dame this year, the first reaction was, oh no, not that too. And then I began to think, well, what if it was me who had entered, and what would I want? And also, what would Mr. Fischoff want me to do? He died a long time ago, but I still feel him breathing down my neck. And we thought about it. We had all kinds of ideas. Maybe we could live stream, and then like 3 days later, everybody has to leave school and scatter and go to different continents, and that's not going to work. But so I know that what you put out there wasn't what you would have put out on stage. I know that as well as, like you do too. It probably would have been a whole lot better, what you put out on the stage. But the jury also, we met with all of them and said, what should we do? Do you think we should cancel? And they were all like, no, don't cancel the Fischoff, don't cancel it. So we worked very hard. They made sacrifices, we made sacrifices. The Fischoff board agreed to go ahead with this. And I'm so proud of our staff who made, it was kind of me that pushed that we continue the competition, but they're the ones who made everything like this meeting we're having right now. All the various things, the crazy ideas and the not crazy ideas, that was all them. Making all these wonderful things happen, besides the jury part, where the jury was sent your videos and all that. And also, I want you to know we sort of kept them in the loop too. They didn't know who was going to win. They had no idea. When you heard who was in the semifinals, they heard. And when they heard who was in the finals, they heard. And when they heard who's won the gold medal, it's the same time that everyone else heard. So anyway, that's what I have to say, sort of. And congratulations to all of you. I love chamber music as much as you do. It's been my whole life. Enjoy it your whole lives, no matter what, and no matter where you end up. And there's sacrifices that are so worth it.
Thank you, Tom. And as you mentioned, Tom and our jurors really are the heroes for this. It's because of their keen ears and their capacity to, listen to what you guys were playing, understand the cues, and really be able to look at all of this amazing music and bring us to where we are today. So what I want to do is, as we conclude the 47th annual Fischoff competition, we wish all of you many more moments like this. I want to end with, Tom had actually asked our jurors to respond with why they love chamber music. And the pianist Seth Knopp had a really amazing quote that he read from a book by Ian McEwan that we wanted to share with you. So with this, we send you to our final sentiments and a very, very appreciative thank you from Seth Knopp.
Hello. The good people at Fischoff have asked us to speak a bit about why we love chamber music. There are so many reasons, but I was reminded of a quote by Ian McEwan from his novel Saturday. And he put it so beautifully that I would love to share it with you. There are these rare moments when musicians together touch something sweeter than they've ever found before in rehearsals or performance, beyond the merely collaborative or technically proficient, when their expression becomes as easy and graceful as friendship or love. This is when they give us a glimpse of what we might be, of our best selves, and an impossible world in which you give everything you have to others, but lose nothing of yourself. I find that very beautiful, and in those special moments, very, very true. And I wish all of you many, many of those moments in the years to come. Take good care.